Stop the sound.
Let's go.
Hey, welcome guys to another live coding show of codetap. I'm your host Marian, and this is my friend Carol.
Silent Bob.
Silent Bob. Silent Bob, move a little closer. Okay, and tonight we'll be doing the mega menu. For those ones that are new over here, you can find all the movies of codetap. Let me open an incognito window and bring it forward. Incognito. You're summoned. Okay, so codetap, no, YouTube, youtube.com/codetap/playlists. And here you can find all the movies that we do nicely organized into playlists. We are currently working on this one, Mega Menu, Friend or Foe. We only have 2 movies into it, and this is the 3rd one. So if you start from the first one, you get to the same point where we are today. So with that said, mega menu, quickly amazon.co.uk, and if we hover over this one, we get a drop down with a menu, and as we hover over other menus over here, we can see more of them, right? So this is what a mega menu is. It has a 1 or 2 or multiple levels dropping down from the main one, and you can basically navigate through it. The let's call it project that we are working on is based on a website that I used to work many years ago. It's called Chemist Direct, and let's zoom in a bit on this one. So if we hover over this menu over here, we can see that we get a drop down of those ones, and then as we hover over those ones, we have more menus in here. Okay, so basically this is what we are trying to replicate, and then we come up with different solutions to see which one fits better and which one we can apply. So far this menu over here has about 900 to 1000 links, this mega menu, and Google and your brain or yourself only recommends to have up to 100 links in a web page. Well, this web page already has lots of links in it, and besides those ones, it has about 900 to 1000 links in the mega menu, which was a really bad let's say approach if we would want to just print them all out into the HTML. So I came up with an idea back then to only load those links when you hover over. So open request, you can see that there's a slightly preloader there with like 4 green squares. So there's a preloader which loads those links in, and then it displays them, and it only loads them once. So as soon as they are loaded, it already knows them. And yeah, my son is reacting to some gaming stuff over there, so he's screaming somebody is about to die and so on. So anyway, getting back to this menu, if we are to inspect it and go on the network tab, let's quickly refresh this page and let it load and do some zoom out until we get the menu. So now we clear this whatever happened, and if we are to hover over medicines, you can see that lots of other images are loaded, and on top of it, this medicines.html. Basically, this is the content that loads in here. So this is a pre-generated content. Back when I was using PHP, so I pre-generated this this content. It's a static file, so it's like being cached. So yeah, this is how it works. It requires medicines HTML, healthcare HTML, and so on. So now let's get back to our project. Our project is this one. So far we've extracted into menu JSON the medicines, healthcare, mother and baby. So medicines, healthcare, mother and baby. So we've extracted that part, and we want to continue doing it. So if we are to open the inspector, clear, yeah, that should be fine. Go to the console part, clear the console too. So let's make sure that we've hovered over all those menus over here, so it loads all all the parts that are missing. Okay, so if we hover over all of them, it loaded them. So now, why is this now? It's incognito. Let me open the other browser, which is not incognito, because incognito doesn't know about our previous history. Change direct, F12, split them. Okay, so now, based on some feedback from you users, from, I forgot your name, sorry, but anyway, based on your feedback, I was doing some stuff into the console over here, and the camera was sitting on top of it, and sometimes it was masking the output or the work that we were doing. Thank you for your feedback. I'm moving the console over here. We can definitely see the menu being present here. And now let's see. I have to do lots of this. Where's that selector? Come on. Da-na-na-na. Yeah, this is the selector that we start with. So we say grabbing all those links, all those main links over here. And then we do this. Most of it, we've done it last night. Some of it I've already filled in today. So basically, let me walk you through what I've done, and you can follow along. As well as, if we are in the console, let me copy this. And let's go and save it in our project as reference. It won't be used in the project. So into src, let's do a new folder, console, and into console, a new file, javascript.js, and paste this one in, and at the same time let's do this one. Okay, so this is what we've done so far. Okay, so this line is responsible for selecting the anchor tags in the top navigation mega menu, the first row of them, the first level of them. And then we are generating over here, just a second, let me find it. Not this, not this. Let me make this bigger. Okay, so zoom in one time. So over here, we are grabbing, it's better to explain it in the inspector. So, this one is hidden. We unhide it. And then, so we are grabbing those links over here, all those top ones, and then we are drilling down. After we grab the link, like pets, we are getting into this div, and then we are going like unordered list, li at item, again unordered list, and then we have a bunch of li's. So let's go back to the code. See, unordered list li, unordered list li, and then the first one, we are grabbing the spans in each of them, and then the first one is used to, where's the web page? This one, it's for pets over here, so it's not like a hoverable one. So we extract this one as some title. And then the next ones, if you look at them, are the hoverable ones, okay? On top of that, if we look into, not that one, into the next, is it the next div? Almost. Let me just select it, it's easier. Okay, so then if we look into this one, we have this top one, and then one or two unordered lists, and in each unordered list we have li items, and some of them are green or bold or whatever, and some of them aren't. Okay, so basically we are extracting all the rest of the links. So in here what I did is, okay, ul1. So this list 2 is the second list, is this one over here. Pet food, treats, flea, pet healthcare, and so on. This is the list 2. And then the unordered list 1 is its next one, and the unordered list 2 is this one. So then I'm saying if there is any element that you found as unordered list 1, find all the li and the a tags in those li's, do a map over them, and generate me an object for each of them with a label. See if it has a class main, and let's look quickly into it. For example, this one has a class main. You can see the class main here. So if it has a class main in our web page, it's also, so if we hover over it, you can see it's also green if it has a class main. So I said if it has a class main, say the bold is true, set the bold with the value true, if not false, and also grab the link of it and remove this part that repeats in every link. So remove this one, replace it by an empty string. So I take the href and I replace this part in the href by an empty string. So now if we are to run this in the console, and by the way, I'll commit this to GitHub, so you'll have access to this code exactly like it is. Don't worry about it. Let me just run it and let's see what happens. So in the console, let's clear everything and run this stuff. And basically we get this array, right? With which in this array, if we are to look into pets, we got the ID pets, label pets, and then the second menu item list, which has pet food and treats and so on, a title, and inside it, so this is the label, it also has lists, and inside those lists we have objects like bold true, which is the link that was green, the label, and the link without the HTTP. So that's what we built so far, this big collection, right? So based on this big collection, let's right click, store as global variable. Notice that it's stored as temp1. So what we want to do is copy and then temp1. Okay, so now that we copied it, we want to go back to our project, and into menu JSON, we want to replace this by the thing that we just copied. Save it. At the same time, this doesn't really matter. It's easy for a machine to read it, but not for us humans. So let's select everything and either press Ctrl-Shift-B, or if not Ctrl-Shift-B, Ctrl-Shift-P, beauty, and you have the beautify add-on. If not, grab it, and it makes it look a lot more nicer. So this is what that JavaScript extracted. This is the code that it extracted. Okay, so we are going to work with this, and have I saved this one? Yes, now it's saved. Let's do this git status, not a git repository. That's okay. Let's make it a git repository. Let's go back to our browser. At the moment, I don't think we need this debugger anymore. So let's make this full screen. Ctrl-0 at least. I think. Anyway, github.com. Ba-bam! I'll go on my profile, and then over here I have the organization codetap.io, and I'll create a new repository here named mega menu. So with this created, I'm only interested in those two lines, because those ones I'll write them myself. So I'll copy those two lines, go back to over here. So right now there's no git. Git doesn't know about mega menu. So I'll do git init, and now it's initialized. If you do git status, you'll see lots of files not being tracked by git, all the red ones. Ooh. My mouse is moving slowly. Why is that? I hope the stream is not affected, but okay. Git add everything. this might be the one that's not playing nicely. Visual Studio Code. I'll close it in a second and reopen it again in just a moment. Okay, git status. Come on, behave nicely. What's it doing? Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Somebody is eating resources. I'm not sure who. Let's try to quickly debug it, otherwise this is not going to be a pleasant experience. Who's eating my resources? Well, besides OBS. Memory. 60s. Visual Studio. See, Visual Studio is acting crazy. Why are you acting crazy, Visual Studio? End task. Come on, Visual Studio. I thought you're one of the good guys. Let's do some work starting with this. Git bash, and then we'll go back to Visual Studio. So cd/d, not dev, d, cool stuff, mega menu, git status. Okay, so everything is added nicely. Git commit -m, we commit it with a message. Add mega menu to GitHub. Okay, git. Now we paste those lines in that are no longer copied. Okay, those ones. Copy. Paste. So if we push it now, we should have a copy of it on GitHub. So if we refresh it, yes we do. So guys, if you want to have access to all those files of the project that we are just working on, all you have to do is go on github.com/codetap.io/megamenu. Yeah, this is where you need to go. Let me copy paste it in here. Shift insert. Yeah, so github.com/codetap.io/megamenu. I hope you see the link. That's the one. And into this src, you'll find in console the JavaScript that we used to pull out all that JSON information out of the structure existent on chemistdirect.co.uk. That's what we've done. So with that said, let's build some mega menus and pray to mighty Visual Studio Code to no longer behave like crazy. So Mr. Visual Studio Code, can you play nicely, please? Can you? Please. Okay, let's close some stuff over here. So let's do npm start. This will open a browser window with stuff that we are building in a development mode. So /src. Okay, this is what we are building, and let's split this into two. Come on, don't do it again. Visual Studio Code is behaving crazy today. Okay, so this should be on top of the, yeah, that's it. Now everyone should see things properly. Let's see. That should be enough. Anyway, we can even overlap them for a moment. Anyway, let's leave it like this. So hopefully Visual Studio Code will play nicely. Come on, Visual Studio. think I'll go for Sublime. I'll go for Sublime because Visual Studio is not playing nicely. Bye bye Visual Studio for tonight. Bye bye. It was nice to meet you. It was a real pleasure. Now let's start it from here. npm start. How do you find it so far, Carol?
I'm trying to catch up with the code you did outside the live streaming, so I can actually work at the same time as you do. So
okay.
I just open your GitHub commit, and I'm just looking into the code that I'm missing from the last video. So
you could also.
So far so good.
I have a suggestion if you want. Quick blog, no. Mega menu. So I've opened Sublime because Visual Studio Code for whatever reason wasn't behaving nicely for tonight. So that's our mega menu. Let's go back into index and let me see, install bug.
Because I'm missing quite a lot of codes, and I'm trying to catch up with you actually.
I was suggesting to maybe be part of this and you'll understand it better than looking at other stuff. How is the live Facebook going? It's still working. So apparently, I hope the live feed wasn't affected while Visual Studio Code for whatever reason was behaving like a bad boy. So over here, let's do some styling too. Let's create a new file. How do you do a new file in here? I forgot how you do a new file in here. Yeah, new file. Style. Really? It's not like that. Okay, save it. Style dot scss. Okay, and in here let's do body background color blue, and then go into index pug and do a link. And is it href or src? Href, I think it's src. Style.css. Really, Carol, help me out.
Yeah, what's missing?
Yeah, because this src is behaving like, come on. This is pointing to style. Opening new tab. And there's no, well, there is a style. Background color blue.
But did you, maybe you should put the relation?
What relation?
As in,
yeah, relation style sheet. And still not working. Quick blog, Control U. Link. Yeah, it's href. It's href. It's href. And
yeah,
now we
there
got
you
the
go.
color blue. Yeah. So now we know this styling is working, which means view layout split into 2 rows, and then we put the style over here, and Control Shift P install sas. Yeah, that's okay. I just wanted to install the so when you're typing something it will color it. I'm not sure if it does. SCSS. Now div. Yeah, now it's colored properly. Okay, bam bam bam. So now we want to make this horizontal like it used to be. So let's do mega menu. Pam, pam, pam. And inside here, mega menu, display flex, and there's no magic. No magic is happening. Come on. Because this is not saved. See? It has a dot there. A circle it. No, I don't want to purchase you yet. So now everything is looking better.
Decoration none, maybe?
Decoration is for the links. We get to that. We want to do the list style type. None. Boom. No more dots. And then we can style directly this link. Mega menu top link, like that, right? So mega menu top link, let's do a padding of 0.5 rem. Why is it not working? Because I haven't saved this file. Come on, it's working. And now let's make this a bit bigger, like that. Okay, so we got our links. Text decoration, text transfer, no decoration, none. And let's also add some a quick margin. So let's do padding 0.2 and margin. Not sure if margin is indicated on all sides. No, actually, we don't want margin. I'll let you know why. Because we are going to use the hover effect, and then when you have some margin, there will be breaks in the hover. We just want to add some colors, and especially for the ones that are hovered. Okay, so background color, light blue. Yeah, see? And padding a bit more. Yeah. So now when we hover over them, so mega menu and hover, PG color, background color, dark blue. Is that the color? Like, yeah. However we want the color to be white. Okay, so now we've achieved this menu effect, like, right? Are you with me so far?
Yeah, I was checking the Facebook says codetap is live now 8 seconds ago, so you've been interrupted for a while.
Maybe. Let's hope it's not like that.
The YouTube is streaming fine, but the Facebook seems to...
So for the guys that are watching the Facebook feed, if there were some interruptions or you haven't seen it from the start, you can either catch up later and watch the recording, or go on YouTube, and over there, as far as you can see, the live stream hasn't been affected. However, live problems keep happening all the time, as far as I can see, and until we figure out how to deal with all of them, there will be some minor issues. So you can catch up with the feed on YouTube. If you want to catch up right now, you go on codetap, codetap.io/live. Let me bring it on the screen actually. So
and the quality of this is even better.
So the first link, youtube.com/codetap/playlist, is where you can find all the movies nicely organized. And if you want to watch the live feed on YouTube right now, you go on codetap.io/live, and basically you join us from the other side. So right now we want to extend this menu with the rest of the data that we brought back. So let's look.
So we want to make a drop down basically.
Yeah. Let's also open the JSON. So we got this medicines thing.
Would be nice to color the JSON as well, isn't it? It's all plain.
It's already. It's not plain. It's colored somehow. But anyway, we got these medicines. I'm not sure where did it came from. Like, came direct. So control minus a few times. Yeah, medicines. So it's this one over here. So we want to create a drop down and we have a title over there, okay? And the drop down should be as wide as this, right? So mega menu, let's see what width it has already. Let's do something else. Let's create something and then work with it. So we have this li, and inside this li, it's this a tag, and under this a tag, let's have a div
or a span.
No. We need a predefined width, otherwise it wouldn't work. So the predefined width should be set for this mega menu. Let's inspect it and bring this inspector over here so people don't complain that they don't see what we do. Okay, so this is the inspector. So this mega menu so far is 924 pixels. So let's make it 1000. How many items do we have in it? 11?
11, yeah.
Let's make it 1100. I don't think it really matters with even.
But why is not, why not 100% and that's it? So it always keeps the full width of the screen.
Actually, for our purpose, it should work. So let's do 100%. I was thinking of doing it something similar to Canvas Direct, but the point is to do something else, not necessarily. So is this saved? Is this saved? So now this one is 100%. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then everything is behaving nicely, but it's not. Okay. Why is it not behaving nicely? So if we make this a bit bigger, see, the menu is not doing it like that. So how about if we...
No, you need to put the 100% on the UL. No? But it is on the UL.
Grow one. Okay. Justify line items stretch. Is it doing anything? Let's play with it in the browser. It has flex grow 1. Okay, what about this one? Line items. Baseline blah blah blah, it doesn't do anything. Maybe it's justify content. Why is this not like that? Justify content.
Stretch.
Yeah, but this one is not doing anything either. Is this because of the unordered list and this? I can make it like that if you're not playing nicely with me. Justify content. Stretch.
But instead of 100% width, give it 100% VH. VW.
Doesn't.
It's probably going to stretch it to a 100% width.
It's not going to do it. So this one is already, see, it is already with 100%. Flex. No, it's flex always on the items. So justify. Yeah, something is happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, flex send.
No. It's on the other side now.
Space around, space between. What if I attach a width of 100% on the div? It's not liking me.
But inspect each one of them and see what's happening.
It's not about that, man. You can inspect it, but it's not about inspecting each one of them. It's one of them, it's enough. So this one looks better. See? The div looks nice. The A looks nice. What's not? Okay, let's do the A tag as display block. This one. Yay! Almost there. Right? Almost there? That's it? Finally! I think it would work with unordered list and LIs too.
UL
and LI. No, it doesn't. So anyway, we made it work. We have this horizontal one, and now since this one is 100%, we want this div to be 100% too. Okay, let's firstly do some resetting over here. We want to reset everything. So star, and let's also add a comment, reset CSS. So the margin 0, padding 0, border 0, box sizing border box. Yeah. See, now it's like it sticks to the edges where it's no more padding, right? So we want this to be centered
inside the div, yeah.
Do we? Let's make it centered. It doesn't really matter.
It looks nicer.
Looks nicer, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So now about the other div that's inside here. We want this one. This one, let's. If it's a div, we don't need to specify it. If we mention a class or an ID at least. So we want this to be.
The dropdown, no?
Yeah, the dropdown. How do we name it? Mega menu dropdown, maybe,
yeah,
right? Mega menu drop down.
Or you can say drop down content.
Let's not make it too big. We can say, but
yeah, drop down content.
PA. So now I got those ones. See. However, we don't want it to be shown, so let's hide it. Like that. Come on. Let me make this a bit bigger for people to easily see it. What's Control Shift B? No. Control key B. Yeah. See? I still remember shortcuts in Sublime. Haha. So mega menu drop down. Display none. So now it's hidden. However, when you hover over what? We hover over this one. Hover plus, not plus. It's without plus. We are not selecting the next one. We are just selecting this. Display inherit. It's not doing it.
Display block.
Still not doing it. Why is it not doing it? Yes, it would be actually the next one. So we are selecting the plus. I thought it's inside the A tag, but it's actually in. So we are selecting the next one. Yay.
Yeah, there you go.
However, you can see that it's exactly next to it, right? It's beneath it, starting from where it is, right? So we don't want that.
You need to give this, the drop down the size.
Position absolute or fixed, doesn't really matter. And then top, let's do 50 pixels, and left 0. See, now let's, with an each here menu, let's do a key, and let's print out the key here. Actually, let's do it like that. Key. Okay, got like random content. See, it's 0, 1, 2. So, can you guys see on the feed? If it's too small, let me know and I'll make it bigger. See, something like that. Okay. Overflow hidden, and there was a thing with ellipses. It's not hiding it. No.
That's fun. Is very active on your.
Hey, that's fun. No info needed. It's okay.
Brilliant.
Thanks. However, the feed on YouTube is looking weird. Is it working? Let's see. Apparently it is. That's nice. And one on Facebook. There are no comments on Facebook. So yeah, drop in anytime. Drop in some comments, guys, if you don't understand something. So right now we are generating this, and I'll zoom out just a bit until, yeah, I'll zoom out until we can see it like this. And let's add the background to it to easily identify what's happening, because we are in developer mode. We can actually, besides this, can move it in here. It will still work. See? Okay. So, background, color, not red. Any color?
Triple F. Just a smooth grey.
Yeah, triple F is smooth white.
With grey shades, no?
No.
Okay, then triple F2. Triple F2.
F2, F2, F2. Yeah. Let's boom. Okay, so now how much height does this one has? Can you see? It's 18. Is it 18? Doesn't look like 18. Come on. It's 34, 35. Okay, so let's do 35 here. Actually 34. Let's make sure there's no gap. See?
Mm.
And now the width of it. Well, if left is 0 and right is 0, it should have the 100% width, right?
There you go. And you can center it, maybe?
I don't care about centering.
No, just to... whatever.
No, that's not the purpose of it. You'll see in a second. So, we got right, and let's do a height to 400 pixels is the perfect height. I don't know why. So now we can see that we have like a drop down, right? So now we want to replace this AAA with actually something from the JSON, like second menu title, right? Let's do it. Ba-bam! Here, it's menu.second menu title equal menu.second menu title. See, medicine, self-care, nothing.
Okay, that's not good.
That says it. Anyway, well, some of them have it. So
let's have a look in the JSON and see what's going on there.
Don't really care. See, it's empty. Don't worry about it. We can do the same label. That's not the purpose of it anyway. It should be, but let's do label. The second menu title is not playing nicely with us. See? Anyway, this would be the H2 or whatever it was here, this one. Well, it looks like the label anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's not spend too much time into it. Now we want to generate this one over here, right? So let's do an unordered list. Can you properly see it, guys? Yeah, should be fine. So So we have this menu variable and we want to do well, why is that a P here? Let's make it an H2, yeah, to look nicer. And then let's do an unordered list, and inside it let's do an each menu 2, because I'm out of nice names. In menu, but in what menu? In menu, what are those ones empty? Yeah, I think this is not the entire thing. Anyway, let's work with what we've got. So in this one, okay, menu dot this,
second menu,
and then we have a bunch of label and title, so we can use the, we'll use the label. Let's do an li, and in this li we'll have a span, because this li will have more other stuff, right? So hopefully, I don't know. A span with the menu to label. Now let's see what we've got. Ba-bam! See? But when you hover, see, this is not nice. It goes away. See, some of them are working, some of them aren't. Now let me see. The hover effect is on what? It's on the A tag, right?
yeah.
That's bad, because we want to copy this and replace this div mega menu top item. Top item sounds right. I think top item is the correct one. Yeah, F it. See? No, yes.
No.
We'll fix it. We are on the right track. There's a top item, and on hover, the mega menu drop down. This is the display block. So this one is hovered, right? Let's inspect it. This one is hovered. This one does. Come on, we haven't saved the PUG file again. Yeah, it's still not working, but at least we saved the PUG file. Because this one has a mega menu top item. Now, this is the top of it. We are no longer selecting with plus, right? Plus was the next sibling exactly after it, right? So, remove the plus.
Now this is his child, no?
Yeah, it's his child. And ta-da! Now, when you hover over here, see, until we get out of this gray, it still works.
Nice.
Because it's in the same li, right? And we haven't got all other things, but we got some of it. We got some of it, and it's working.
I think we have enough to work with, no?
Yeah, definitely. I'll, maybe I haven't loaded last time the entire files. I don't know.
When you copied it, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't load all the links.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it later on, and if I can grab all of it, and GitHub codetap.io. What we have here? Mega menu. Do we have any push to it? It's only one commit, the first one. Let's quickly do a commit for this one. What's happening? Ah, yeah. It has the process started. I have to open a new one. And make it bigger. cd slash the cool stuff. Mega menu. Git status. Git add everything. Git commit -m. Go to the basics of the mega menu working. Basics, it means git push. So now we got this change in here, and you guys can follow along. Got the basics of the mega menu working. So basically, this is what we've done so far, right? Okay. So now let's see about the next ones. Now I need a second hover, right? Are you following, Carol?
Yeah.
So this li, let's name it. We can name it, we can get to the naming of it. However, how do we do it? How do we do it?
Okay, so this is the li that comes from the first hover. Right?
No, this is the second. So just
This is the first drop menu that comes out.
everything went away. We lost our file windows. We don't need this.
So just name it first drop.
Yeah, this one. It's not about naming it, it's about what do we do now.
Yeah.
So when you hover over this one,
Brings up another drop
yeah, how does it bring it up?
on the left hand side, no?
On the right of
On
it,
the
but
right, yeah.
still it has to bring it starting from, guys, I'm trying to explain it. So it has to bring it starting from somewhere over here in the left side, all the way to the top over here and all the way to the bottom. So that's kind of the challenge over here. Firstly, let's make this look a bit better, because it's not about looks, it's just not there. So this is the li, right? What was your suggestion? Mega menu, and
That's the drop 2, right?
side hover drop 2.
No, just drop 2.
Drop 2.
Because there's a drop down, drop 1, and then no, drop 1, and then comes drop 2.
It doesn't really matter. Let's
Well,
just,
yeah.
So let's just style this and do a bit of padding.
And according to the sizing you give to this div, then the rest of it you'll just give it to the next one.
Yeah, maybe. So see, that looks better. And we also want to add some hover to it, right? Because we want to know that we're hovering it, right? Background color. I'll do this one. 003366, whatever it is. It must be a dark one. Then color white. Boom boom. Yes. Well, it's unexpected. I was not supposed.
Well, you should limit. No.
Yeah, we want to limit it. That's correct. We want to limit it. So let's limit it. Make a menu. Display inline block and width, I don't know, 300 pixels. Doesn't really matter. Not as wide as the screen anyway. So.
Uh-oh. This is unexpected.
No, it's not unexpected. It's exactly what I told it to do. But let's make. Who's mega menu? This is not the list. Okay, boom. Yeah, that's it. 300 is a bit too much, right? So 220. Like the voltage in, right?
Yeah, like, but and now according to this size, you can tell the next hover to have a padding of 220 left, and then it's gonna just show up without covering the rest of the
Padding doesn't do it.
margin. Then
Margin might do it.
margin left 220, and it's just gonna show up on the starting from.
That's not how it works. So the point of it right now is not to make a fully functionable whatever, but to make the minimum functional. So as we've done this one, see, you're hovering over those ones, but it starts from the very left part, right?
Yeah.
Over your, however, you're hovering like mostly. This is like the middle, right? And it starts from over. The same needs to happen over here. So it needs to start, and now I know it's 220 pixels later, right?
Yeah.
But it should be exactly the same as this gray thing. However, 220 pixels to this side. So that's what we need to do. Because I want to kind of nail it from the start, or we don't want to lose too much time. We want to get to the more interesting part, right? So we got this, and basically what we did earlier, we did another div, right? How do you resize this thing? Come on. Is he hating me? There's no reason. Ah, okay. So we did another div here. See this one. And now I see drop 2. Why we name it? But anyway, this would be the drop 2. See, drop 2, drop down 2. Anyway, so we want this one to be.
But you're duplicating it. You have.
What do you mean?
Mega menu drop 2, mega menu drop 2. Drop down, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's not. Anyway, we want this to have a bunch of properties. And to be hidden. Actually, let's put display none here. It's hidden, but we'll hide it a bit later. And then when we are hovering over this one, we want the display to be block, whatever, I don't care, inherit, whatever works. So okay, so far there is a drop down, there's nothing into it, so let's put something PAA, PBBB, okay, and then let's do a key here, key, and let's do equal key, right? So see, we got that here. Now we want the position to be absolute or fixed. Don't care. Absolute works fine for the moment. Left 220 pixels. Top 34 pixels, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the height was 400.
Yeah.
And the color, so we know it's that one. BG color. Light sky blue. Wow, I'm good.
There
Yay!
you go.
We want the right to be 0, and
But
let's the top 0.
yeah.
And the right to be 0.
There you go. Nicely
No.
done.
It's not working. Why is it not working? Because it's not hidden. Haha. It's not hidden. It's almost working. Is it? So mega menu hover. Yay!
Now
It's working. High five. We're getting somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So let's quickly continue with something else. We've generated some random stuff in here. We are where was the level that we are at? We are at this. We can use the label again. I don't really. Should I care about it? Yes. 1 hour. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, but first just explain what's gonna happen next time.
Okay, next time. So we've built this menu over here. As you're hovering, you're receiving this panel, and in this panel, we will build those links in this panel. As soon as we've built those links, we can identify what's bad about it from the SEO purpose, not from the view purpose. Whatever you're gonna see, as long as you have a normal to a good computer, you're not gonna notice any slowness. But from the search engine optimization point of view, we'll analyze what's wrong with it and how we can improve it, and basically start from there to apply some solutions. That's gonna happen starting next lesson. If you have any questions, I'll leave 1 or 2 minutes to see if anybody has anything to say about it, and if not, well, we'll catch you next time. So how did you find it so far, Carol?
Not too bad.
See, this hover thing, it's quite nice, right?
Yeah, it's funny because, yeah, it's really nice. So you said you're gonna use a JavaScript function to load it from the JSON only on hover.
Yeah.
Is that gonna happen next time?
Probably. So now how big is the JSON file? Because let's quickly do some. Okay, JSON file come to me. No, it doesn't. This PC DDD cool stuff, mega menu, src, data, and JSON. Well, depends how you look at it. It's 34 kilobytes and it's not the entire thing. So there are two options. Firstly, we need to load this JSON file, or actually make a zip file of it, because that's what's going to happen. If you host it on a proper server, you enable gzip. And gzip basically is very, very useful for text files, at least. So this would come gzipped, like a zip file, and the browser would unzip it on the fly and basically serve it to the browser. So if gzip is not too big, we'll load the entire JSON file, but out of it will only print the first, in the HTML will only print the first row of links. The rest of them would be printed using JavaScript, so will be injected in the DOM using JavaScript. So one way is to either load the entire JSON, which is anyway way smaller than loading all the HTML that we used to do before. So load the entire JSON file and render whatever we need to render. And the other way is to split this JSON file into smaller requests and basically load just the small part that we need. So we'll see about it. I think at start we'll load the entire JSON file, make something working on the screen, and then if we need, we can improve on it. But it's already an improvement that we are doing it like that. So yeah, that would be in the next lessons, guys. Let's see. Razvan is not asking anything, and let's see, Bogdan, Yunel. Hello guys that you've just joined. We are about to close this live show, and you can watch it on Facebook and YouTube as offline streams. So everything that we do live will be available as offline too. Feel free to catch up with whatever we are doing. And basically, I think those 2 minutes run out, and there are no questions, which means we'll be wrapping this up. So high five. It's been a good progress. We'll see you next time. Happy coding and create something awesome.